now tuned into Women of Power.
Kea Simone.
With Kea Simone.
Kea Simone.
Never lose yourself. Trying to find someone else. Hey! Women of Power.
Kea Simone.
Women of Power.
Kea Simone.
Women of Power.
Kea Simone.
Never lose yourself. Trying to find someone else. Women of Power.
Kea Simone.
Women of Power.
Kea Simone.
Women of Power.
Kea Simone.
Never lose yourself. Trying to find someone else.
Woman with power. Woman with power. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. If you a woman with power. Woman with power. Say yeah, yeah.
Hey! Women of Power.
Kea Simone.
Women of Power.
Kea Simone.
Women of Power.
Kea Simone.
Never lose yourself. Trying to find someone else.
Hey, lovely people. It is your girl, Kea Simone, coming to you straight from the 313. And you already know it's all love. So today we will be reading letters. Yes. So we're going to give some advice. And you know how it go. I have 2 letters here. If we get stuck on the first one, we'll just, read that one. But if time permits, we'll go ahead and read the second one. Let me know, drop in the comments and say, hey, Kea, I'm here. Let me know you're here. And also, if you want to join the live, the link is in the comments. So if you start listening to the letter and you like, okay, I can't type all this, I want to join in, feel free to join in, okay? So the link is in the comments already. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the first letter. Hey, country mama. Hey, Crystal. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this first letter. So y'all know the dog that y'all think that plays dead. Every time I go live, all of a sudden he wants to come in here and as soon as I go live, he's been ignoring me all day. Now he's in here. So that's a whole other story. So let's go ahead and jump into this letter. I, 27-year-old male, and my girlfriend, 25, female, have been together for almost 5 years. And we had a serious relationship since the beginning. We never hid anything from each other. Whatever happened, we would always tell each other. 6 months ago, she started a new job, and everything was good until she told me that some older guy in a managing position was starting to call her and send her messages, talking about his life and just talking about anything. And I reacted to this as any man can. I told her to stop this and let it be clear to him that you are not interested. And if this goes any further, you should go to HR. But that made her scared, and she told me that she would handle it. Okay, put a pin in that. Okay, I'm just trying to make sense of that. Recently, I got a new position, and I dove more into work, and we're seeing each other less. 1 time per week. I felt that I was disconnected from her. And one day she got sick and had to stay home. And she told me that she would watch a movie that night. After that, I opened WhatsApp and saw that she was online for the whole time she was watching the movie. 3 hours. And then when she finished, I asked her what she was doing. She told me that she was talking to her sister. I said, okay, maybe I'm just imagining things. And then when we met, I told her to show me the conversation she had with her sister that day. And she just refused to show me. We had each other's phones all the time. I kept asking her and she refused. Then I drove her to her house and told her, either show me or you won't see me again. Then I kept pressuring her until she told me that she was talking to that guy from work that keeps talking to her all the time, that he keeps calling her, and that she refused to tell me because of my previous reaction scared her. She told me that she was trying to keep this hiding until we fix our relationship. We were feeling disconnected and that she was feeling alone. And that it wasn't the right time for this problem, not until we fixed. When I got her phone and tried to look for the conversation, she had already deleted it. I don't know what to do. I feel like I was betrayed and lied to, and that she's hiding more than what she told me. After hearing what she said, I just went silent. She kept apologizing and saying that everything she did was listen to him talk about work, his life, his problems, and that he's changing positions. After that, I just left. I don't know what to do. Please help me. Should I believe her? Should I forgive her? Ooh, that was a lot. Okay? That was a lot. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments what's going on here. I'm trying to get my mind around this. Okay? So, what do you guys think? So, anyone want to jump on and share your comments? You don't have to turn your camera on. You can jump on. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, Sharon. I see y'all up in here. I know Trey Mack got something good to say. Okay, so, sir. Okay, I always tell people just it's over. Y'all not married. Okay, so he's only 27, sir. You got a whole life ahead of you. Move on. Because number one, okay, she's not just okay. First of all, like maybe he offered her a new position when she said he's moving to a new position. So sometimes at work people will say, and it doesn't always have to be sexual. They'll say, okay, when I get this position, I'll take you along with me, or I'm gonna look out for you. But you're not talking on the phone to another man for 3 hours. First of all, I'm not even talking to my friends that are girls for 3 hours. Okay. What are we talking about for 3 hours? What? She's watching a whole movie. A whole movie. Explain to me how you watch a whole movie with someone that you report to. Was he watching the same movie, Country Mama? Country Mama, I want to know. Did they decide to Netflix and chill via WhatsApp? Trey Mack, I know you got something to say. Ooh, yes, y'all. I need some help with this because I'm just telling him to go on and keep it moving. Like, it sounds like she's a liar. And I just feel like that, like, I'm gonna ask y'all this question. I always tell my friend Robin this. I always say, there's a little piece of you that you always keep for yourself. Even when you're in a relationship, I said, there's no way that someone knows every thought that you've ever had or everything about you. There are some things that you may just be thinking to yourself or working out. This just may not come up in conversation. So, when he started off, like, we were so, honest. I knew everything. She knew everything. You're sharing phones. So were you originally sharing phones because you were already insecure? So, let's stop with the stories, like when people want to believe what they want to believe. So I think that there was some other stuff going on prior to this new boss or whatever. Child. And let's see, I want to see what Trey Mack said because he always get me all riled up. He says, always the work ninjas. I have no personal experience on the subject. Wow. Will, are you going to talk to Trey Mack, let's say you worked with a young lady at your job. Are you talking on the phone with her for 3 hours? 3 hours while you're watching a movie. It's after hours, so she's supposed to be sick. So she's laying up probably in her pajamas, and you guys are just talking for 3 hours? 3. Not 1 hour. And why do he feel comfortable enough to share all his information or all his advice? So I think the guy, he should trust his instincts. Maybe that's why whenever there's a new player in play or no player in town, that's when the relationship usually gets strained. So maybe she was pushing away from the boyfriend that's writing this letter because she was interested in something else. And this is an emotional affair. I mean, to me, emotional affairs, me personally, I feel they're deeper than sex, a sexual affair, because she's connected. If you could talk to somebody for 3 hours, you doing some stuff, okay? Yeah, country mama, I said go on, because I'm trying to figure out y'all in each other's phones all the time. Exactly. But they're young, country mama, so they're like, 20, near late 20s, okay? So he's 27, she's 25. So, it's like, why are y'all setting up the relationship that way? So she should have been smarter, because you start off a relationship and you not okay, Crystal missed some. She want to go back to the side by side. So Crystal, what slide are you trying to see? The 1 or 2? Okay, just let me know, Crystal. So country mama, yeah. So they started the relationship off like, oh, let's just be open, because he wanted to have this open relationship, and maybe he was hurt in the past because, shout out to my brother Dee. We was talking about passwords before, and he was like, well, why can't I have my girl's passwords? I was like, because what do you need passwords to my social media for? He's going to say, well, just in case she died. I said, well, she died, I don't need you to make an announcement on my Facebook page, or, me and Dee are not dating. I'm just saying, it's just, okay. But I was just saying that, why would you want to, you can tag the person and say, hey, this person has passed along. So your excuse for needing a password does not work with me, brother. So it just sounds like they are setting up this relationship all wrong. And now all of a sudden she allowed it. Now she want to hide her phone. And he's like, okay, I know something's up. But he probably already suspected, because when somebody doing dirty, usually they be taking the phone to the bathroom with them. They sleep with it under their pillow. Been there, done it. I see people. I'll be like, why is you sleeping with your phone? Like, it's not that serious. So he probably, it was, a lot of stuff going on that 3 hour. But what's up with WhatsApp? I don't know why she's calling him on WhatsApp. Oh, geez, this is a lot. So Crystal's trying to read the letter. She still didn't tell me what slide she was looking for. And country mama said, older man probably smelling good. Yes, country mama, he probably was. But I'm sure she told the older gentleman, that she had a boyfriend. So it was so inappropriate. Even like ladies that I work with, don't call me after hours. I'm like, what's that movie when they say my business? Oh, 5 Heartbeats. We like, my office hours are from 9 to 5. I have to get people together. Don't call me with that mess. And so for him to feel comfortable to have a whole conversation, that means that if this was, I'm assuming, I don't know if they're in the office because of the pandemic, but y'all spending a lot of time together, and are y'all going to lunch together? Like, it's this situation with her and the older gentleman is too close for me. Yes, Misha said, please make sure you hit the like button. Please, please, please make sure. I like doing these advice. I like giving advice because it's just so random, and these are real life situations, and we might be helping someone else that's watching the video also, other than the writer. So Trey Mack said, run, ninja, run. Don't let this worrisome woman destroy your mental. It ain't worth it, bro. Exactly. Like, keep it moving. Like, he went home, and then you trying to give her ultimatums like, oh, well, if you don't show me the phone, I'm going to leave you. Then all of a sudden the messages are deleted. Why are the messages deleted? I guess those are, some people do. I always associated deleting messages as cheaters, but my aunt one time, now she cheating, my aunt is kind of, senior citizen. So I don't know, she might be, but she be saying that she delete all her stuff. That's a whole other story on story time. I gotta tell you about this aunt. She's a mess. Misha said, right, keep some stuff for yourself. Yes. Hey, went on lock. So again, if anyone wants to join, please hit the link. I'll put it in here again. The link is right here if you want to join and help me out with solving these problems. So Country Mama says, so I hear insecurities and trust issues. I don't like how he was quick to leave. Has this happened before? That's what I'm saying, Country Mama. It feels like, a lot of times people bring in their insecurities from another relationship. Now, unfortunately, he sounds like he ended up with another cheater, because emotional cheating is cheating also. Do y'all agree? I think emotional cheating is real deep and intense. So it probably happened to him before, and now he's just like, oh my gosh, WhatsApp. He probably passed out when he's seen that WhatsApp for 3 hours. Yes, Misha. Didi had we argued about this for months. Okay, when he had his show, I was like, I'm not gonna keep arguing with you about no passwords. Now I can see bank accounts and we're married, the 401k, stuff like that. But why do you need my Facebook and social media? Like, if I'm dead, I'm dead. So I was like, you tried it, bruh. But again, that shows to me it feels like some insecurity there. Crystal Lynette said, yes, it does sound like they're having an emotional relationship. I wanted the second slide. Okay, yeah, I got you. There we go. So, Trey Mack said, nah, Kia, she cheating. If not physically, definitely psychologically and emotionally. Yeah, that's what I said. She cheating because, Trey Mack, who are you talking to on the phone for 3 hours? 3. What are y'all talking about for 3 hours? When the last time you talked to somebody for 3 hours, Trey? If you ever talked to somebody for 3 hours, please put in the chat, yes. If you've ever talked to someone for 3 hours on the phone, let me know. Okay? So let me just finish what Trey Mack said. He said she's for the trash bag league and there's no saving her. Wait, he wanted an open relationship. He didn't want no open relationship, Trey Mack. That's why he's sick. That's why he's running around checking her WhatsApp and looking for messages. And Crystal said, don't know why either, because you can track WhatsApp. See, I don't use WhatsApp. So who's tracking you? So Crystal, you're gonna have to give me a lesson, because I had a couple of people ask me to get WhatsApp. So I need more information, since now you're telling me, you scaring me. You said people could track you. I don't need nobody to be tracked. I don't be doing nothing. I ain't got no boo. But you got to give me a lesson. We're going to have to talk about that, Crystal. So Crystal, they might be African or military. A lot of them use WhatsApp. Maybe. No, but you know what? Misha Allen on Aisha from Ready to Love, she said her and Dante used WhatsApp. So I was like, I was like, that's different. She said, I also love the music when you read the letter. Thank you. I'm trying something new. I'm trying to spice it up for y'all. Fuchsia said, I'm just the type that feels if you need to hide something from your spouse, significant other, you either shouldn't be doing it or you shouldn't be in a relationship. Partners controlling, etc. Exactly. So she knew she was wrong. She was sitting up there. If she was sick, she was eating her chicken noodle soup, drinking her tea, and talking to the guy. And he probably was like, well, if you didn't have a man, I would be over there with you right now. I would have cooked you homemade chicken noodle soup. He probably don't even know how to cook, but he was putting his little charm on because he an older guy. So he know how to finesse it, And Crystal said, you don't know, Misha Allen, that's true. You right. They do use WhatsApp. Yeah. So I know like a lot of people, like foreign people, because I know like Didi uses WhatsApp. Country Mama says some men can vibe well with you and want to bare their soul. Yeah, but she got a boo. I get it, but that's inappropriate if you got a boo. Although they're not married, but you shouldn't be. I mean, like, listen, people like to talk to your girl Kea Simone, but I'm not about to be like talking to you for 3 hours, because eventually you're going to be probably in love with Kea Simone. So eventually, again, you can vibe well with me, but most people that be vibing with me, but again, I ain't talking to nobody for 3 hours. Then later on, it's like, what's up, girl? So I don't know. Country Mama, I don't know. I just don't like that gray area, because it's the hardest thing for me is to tell people like, no, I'm not interested. So went on lock. he says people deal emotionally with cheating. I've been there before. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I had like a relationship, and it was like he couldn't, like, I don't know what this girl was telling him or what they had going on, but it was like, I guess he felt like she was his safe place. I was like, okay, you know what? I can't compete because, you know, if you're doing all this to, you know, every time I tell you it's a problem, somehow she popped back up. Okay, let me just, you know, keep it moving because I see I ain't got no, this is over between us. When on lock said my whole issue with the phone is why you looking up another man or another woman's phone and not expect to find what you find. I mean, you can look at my phone, but you're not gonna find anything. But my thing is, why are you looking? You know what I'm saying? I would feel like you invaded my space. And that's probably why I'm single now. Like, I don't like people like, don't go on my purse. Like, guys in the chat, do you go in a lady's purse? Like, you know, just don't go in my purse. What are you looking for my keys for? Let me hand you my keys. And there's nothing in there, but for some reason I just need my personal space. So give me some type of space. I understand we can be married, but I just like certain areas of space. So you going through my phone, like, oh, you talked to your mama today for 2 hours, or oh, I see you. Like, even people that put trackers on there, it's just too much. That's okay when on lock you're late. I mean, we all got lives. But thanks for showing the love. Future said, yes, my now husband, when we first started dating, one and only time, and I've done that. Okay, I mean, like I said, we live and learn. You know, but now if I get into a new relationship, let's have this conversation. I don't do looking into phones. If I feel something is wrong, I should be able to come to you. You know, if you got, again, but let's have a relationship. A conversation in the beginning. You know, like, I'm too old for this. I ain't got time to break up with nobody else. You know, I'm already halfway over the hump. Let's just make this happen. Let's be mature. So I don't know. That's too much. Country Mama said, if I ever would cheat, it would be mental and emotional because dirty up the sheets is for the streets. That's why you have to be mentally compatible. Yeah, but mental and emotional affairs or attachments, because I got some people that it took me a while to to cut that emotional attachment or that let me think of the word. You know how you just feel comfortable with somebody and you're just used to being around them and they just your safe place kind of, and those are like hard to break because you know they're always there, those reliable people. Trey said, yes, I talked on the phone over 3 hours. Woo, because you were trying to smash. And usually when them long conversations be going on, like any guy that I'm thinking about that I've talked to for a long time, I don't think it's been 3 hours straight for me. But those long conversations, that's because they trying to smash. Now, once they smash, I don't think they still be trying to talk for 3 hours. But once they get the cookies, they be like, all right, let me slide on out. Oh, maybe it was Duo. Okay, no problem, Crystal. I thought she said WhatsApp. Okay, no problem. I thought she said her and Dante was using WhatsApp. Okay, I don't know. Okay. So, Country Mama said I use WhatsApp to follow business products, but I guess my single behind will be deleting that before I hit the town. Better yet, second phone. That's a hot mess. So Crystal said, okay, this is definitely a problem. She was hiding the fact that she was having an emotional conversation with this guy for 5 hours to her boyfriend until they fix a relationship. No way. Exactly. That's probably whenever like when my last relationship, we couldn't fix the stuff because he was refusing to end this emotional relationship. When he claimed that they never had sex, but I don't believe that. But you can't work on your current relationship because you still are, you know, in that other. And I always tell people, if you are trying to restore something, you have to let that other person go. Sorry. So yes, this lady. I hate it because she's a lady. You know, we always try to support our ladies, but she's wrong. She's just dead wrong. So Trey Max says, so Kea, about this 3-hour love convo that you provide, where can a decent brother apply? I'm telling you, Trey Mack. I'm telling you, they'll be like, okay. They'll be like, why everybody love Kia? Be like, I don't know what I be putting on them. So that's why I'll be like, nope. So Crystal Lynette said the only man that I had a 4 or 5 hour conversation with was a potential that became some more. Exactly. And he probably wanted it to smash, Crystal, you know. It came out that he wanted to smash, I bet you. Because men don't like to talk on the phone. Most men don't talk on the phones for long times. Once you get with them, they don't like all those long conversations. I'm just saying. That's my experience. Country Mama said, yeah, you better be putting donations in my purse. Yeah, because like my ex husband, he used to be like trying to go in my purse for stuff. Like, oh, I was looking for your keys. I was doing this. Get out my purse. That's my personal space. Let me have something up in here. That's like reading my diary. Future says, at Crystal Lynette, I never heard of Duo. They are always coming up with new apps, and I can't keep up with them. I'm strictly email, phone, call, and text. I think Future Duo is for people that like have like an Android and they want to talk on the phone. I mean, do a video chat with someone with an iPhone. So I think it's just one of those ways that we can do the video chat. Because my cousin has an iPhone and I have an Android. She always say like try to duo me. I don't know why iPhone users always want to video chat. I don't know. So went on Lock, said a long conversation before, and I just wanted to have a conversation with that person. They ain't got nothing to do with sexual tension, even though they are there. Okay, y'all trying to tell me it's different. I'm just saying the guys that I've talked to, ain't no guy talked to me for a long period of time and he didn't want to smash. So maybe I need to, venture out and meet some new guys. But any guy that's talked on the phone, I'm just saying, that's my experience. But y'all know I'm in the 313, so maybe I need to move out to 313 or go somewhere else. Crystal Lynette said, Future, yes, Android has Duo. Country Mama said, see, I don't have that kind of time and energy anymore. My 20 minutes, you want to smash and I see. Country Mama is my age. We ain't got time. Like, I got a whole job. I got other ventures. I got other stuff going on. I don't need to talk to you for 3 hours. No. Oh, God. She said, smash, smash, smash. Trey Mack said it seems like he's about to start stalking her soon. No, I don't think he's going to stalk Trey Mack. I think he's just going to be a whole crying. He's already in his head about this. So sad. Because his feelings going to get hurt if he ever go up to the job and the old man is all like, Country Mama said, the old man got on his suit and it's tailored. And like Country Mama said, smelling all good. He opened the door for her to take her to lunch. That man is going to lose his mind, okay? So I suggest he do not stalk her because, again, they always say you go looking for trouble, you find trouble. So at this point, you already know the girl is a cheater, whether it's emotional or sexual. The woman is cheating, okay? She's hiding. She's deleting messages. She's doing all kind of strange stuff. She probably wasn't even sick. She probably just didn't want you to come over, okay? I'm just saying. And Crystal said he definitely didn't want to. Hey, Jada. What's up? So we're finished with letter number 1. This was an interesting letter. I'm just saying. And yes, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Yes, I left it at the bottom. Make sure you guys are paying attention to the bottom of the screen where it says remember to subscribe, like, and share. Or just let your friends know. Invite them to the party because I'm trying to, like Babe Jada said, get my subscriptions up. So let's talk about the next letter. So I'm going to remove this one and let's read the next one. And again, feel free to, the link is in the comments if you want to jump on and give your say. Come on, we could do this, okay? So the next letter says, my girlfriend wants me to move out. Oh, these girlfriends are a mess tonight. Hopefully this girlfriend is better, act a little better. So it says, let me make this big because y'all know I can't see. So it says, we've been a couple for more than 10 years. and living together for nearly 6. She does a huge part of the house cleaning and cooking. Wait, y'all. I gotta wait. Hold on. Hold on. I forgot, y'all. I gotta get this music. Hold on. There you go, Krista. See? Okay, so let's start over. We've been a couple for more than 10 years and living together for nearly 6. She does a huge part of the house cleaning and cooking. But I got a job that is 8 hours a day. And after then, I often go to help my mother and grandmother after work. I pay for the rent, meals, and the food. She doesn't have a job. She tried to start a job a few years back, well paid, but suffered from anxiety and depression and couldn't continue. She tried also working from home, but it was too underpaid. She then shared to me about her suicidal thoughts, and I was devastated. I thought it was all my fault. What kind of man am I if I couldn't help my girl not to think this way? There must be any way that I could help her. Hold on. There must be any way that I could help her. She told me that this has nothing to do with me and that she is the one that has to take care of her thoughts. She is sure that she is going to live a few more years and she's going to die from cancer or something like this when she gets 40 years old. I hear about this quite often from her, not a thing that I would like to hear. And then one day she found this cuss word PC game called Dota 2. I don't know what that is, guys. She never played any video games in her life before, but she found this to be interesting. And day after day, she got into it and told me that Dota 2 was taken away from her suicidal thoughts. Yes, she is no longer seemed that depressed, but the toxic coming from the game was huge. She was constantly swearing during gameplay, and this kind of behavior bounced back to me. She started calling me offensive words and doesn't seem to care about it. She was playing long hours, like 8 to 12, and even more a day. She doesn't sleep through the night. She plays the game. I tried to limit her internet access because I was worried about her health. She got furious, attacked me. I then allowed her to play, and the carousel began. Again, I tried to limit her game access. Again, the same behavior. This on-off scenario kept on for maybe 5 times. I shouldn't limit her about anything. She said I tried to explain that I think about her health. Doesn't seem to get the message. I can't even begin to describe how much I adore her, every single part of her. In order to keep our relationship, I know that I can take a lot of pain in so anything as long as I'm with her. But I feel now that I can't take it anymore. Day after day, I was offended, didn't sleep well because of her playing in the night. I told her that this couldn't go on like this. She told me to move out from our apartment. I'm not happy with the situation. She said that she would like to live alone. She would get money from her parents for the rent while she could search and find a job. 6 years, no will to find a job, but now when I'm asked to move out, she speaks about finding a job. The funny thing is, I am willing to do this if it makes her happy. If she finds meaning in her life, different than the game. If she stops being depressed, maybe after call, I am the one who pushed her into this hole. But the whole thing just breaks my heart. Ooh, I didn't know this. I should have read this letter first. This is like kind of a touchy letter, especially with everything that's going on with the lady from Extra that committed suicide. So this is really, really, really touchy. But we're gonna go ahead and try to push through. Okay. So again, if you want to jump on, the link is in the live. So let's go. Jada said I need to perk up. So yes, thank you, Jada. I'm sorry. I was trying to read the letter. You know I can't see, so I need to get a bigger screen. So okay, so let me block this person. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I'm like, guys, I'm really like getting to like navigate this and figure out how to push stuff and all that good stuff. So I'm trying to block someone. So wait a minute. It's not letting me block them. So Trey Mack said the music is funny. I hope y'all. I wanted y'all to like the music. Crystal liked the music. Trey Mack. Crystal. I mean, Misha said, "Light a candle pour me some wine." She said, "Hey Jada." Jada put in here. Make sure you guys get a copy of my book. That's the link. So Country Mama says, "Okay, so he sounds like well, she sounds like an unemployed dude. He messed up trying to help her without proper therapy. Why so long together with no ring?" Exactly. So I think he took on problems. So if they were dating 2 years and you move in with her, well, he moved in with her because they've been living together for 6. So 4 years, you've seen signs of all this. Okay. So he chose to move in anyway and took on a bigger problem. So I'm thinking that if he I'm saying that he got at least be 30. He didn't put an age in the letter. Because he didn't put the age in there, I'm assuming that they're at least 30 since he said they've been dating for 10 unless they start dating in high school at 15. So again, you took on her parents' problem because it looks like she's basically couldn't keep a job. You know, there was a after schools it didn't pay enough. Just sitting at home. What do you mean it's not paying enough? You don't use any gas. Do that job until you find something else. So she knew that you were reliable. And all of a sudden she can play a game like it's a job. Like the job, like how do you have I'm going to work every day and you have time to play a game for a whole shift. So I think old boy just took on more than he can handle and it's sad that, I wonder if her parents knew, agreed with them moving together because all of a sudden your parents are gonna pay your whole rent. You need to know more. 'Cause I just need to know, like, really, like, how old were you when met her? What is 10 years? What kind of where you guys are now? So yeah, Country Mama said no ring. Why so long? Country Mama, I think he knew that she had deep issues. His mama and his dad probably said, "Don't marry that girl." Like you taking on a whole lot. Fisher said, "Do you want to let this man borrow your copy of boundaries, or should I go to mine?" Yeah, I think he needs that. I think he took on too much. Now he's like, well, if I leave, if you move, all of a sudden she's gonna find a job. You can't save her. She needs therapy. Like a few years ago, probably before they even started, they met 10 years ago. So I would say that her family already knew that she had deep issues because you're gonna move with someone and you can't get a job. There's excuse after excuse. Mm. So here's my email went on lock. Here it goes. Yes, rest in peace, Chelsea Quiet. Um, we already blocked her. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. 'Cause I have two. Okay, yeah, send it to that one, Trey Mag. Life coach got kids on Yahoo.com. Send it to that one. So Jada, she be on it. Jada, she gonna get me together, okay? I don't get messing with Jada, okay? So, Trey Mack says, so let me get this straight. You're dating a broke chick. She sounds suicidal, looking for a coping mechanism, and you're talking all this stuff on, you're taking all this stuff on personally. This dude cannot handle it. Exactly. So, it's sad that sometimes parents will like push their kids off because they don't want to be bothered. They're tired. They want to live their lives off of other people. So that's why I said I had a question. Like, did her parents agree that not say that they can stop her, but like, girl, you don't need to be moving with no dude. You got all these issues. So, she basically been around for all this time. And hold on, I'm gonna take this and clean it. Okay, so she does. At least she cleaned up. So she was doing the cooking and cleaning. So she's not just sitting around, flunking out bathing and stuff like that. So she, was able to do that. And yes, Chris, this is so sad. So a lot of times, like he has to realize this is bigger than him and he can handle it. So I wouldn't, stress myself out. You know, I would actually go talk to her parents. She asked, yes, she do. She said she was gonna get her parents to pay the rent. I would just tell their parents like how what's going on. Because that's like strange behavior is she's acting out and she all of a sudden starts using our language. She's doing something becoming violent. So maybe her whatever's going on is aggressive. So she probably want to just let her meet the dad and probably have a real sit down with her parents because you know something that happened to her because she got saved. Um, Jada said, "You're welcome." At this point, she can't help her, and she's a single parent of three. She really does. But like I said, I would still talk to her parents. She's probably going to refuse to go on her own. So, if your parents are willing to pay your rent, that means they're still in the picture. So again, if it's over between us or you're gonna be mad at me, I would rather tell someone else that hey, this is what the status is, this is how she's doing. And maybe like I said, it was maybe they had a feeling inside of her and maybe before because it's really bad. So yeah, I would just talk to her. I don't think she's probably listening. So I did that to a guy. I said, I don't know with his mother. I said, I don't know what's having an emotional breakdown. Something doesn't seem right. So, you're over, but I still care about the person. So just be like, what's going on? Um, if I haven't heard about being a phone but I think it's more than just regular depression because he said that she left the first job because of anxiety. So that means she probably already was suffering from anxiety and depression before she left it. So that probably added to her depression because now she's stuck in the house all day. Now she's playing games. And I heard that's dangerous for anyone, even if kids are playing games all day and say, the kids off the game. The Chris that said he is extremely codependent and the game has taken the place of her thoughts and his addiction. Mm. Yeah, I think so too. And, I've heard like I don't have my nephews don't play those games around me, but I heard that they be having like real deep conversations. I've heard like that people that complained about their kids start cussing and stuff when they're in the room. Anybody experience that with their kids in the room cussing and cussing, like in a game where they're different people are all over the world. That sounds like she got into those type of games, those type of games. And Crystal said, no, this better means the melodic tones of voice. Thank you, Crystal. I thank you all for your feedback. So, guys, I'm gonna get it together, okay? I'm gonna be popping. These they're gonna be real fresh and clean eventually. Y'all gonna be like, look at this alone. Jana says, rest in peace, Chelsea Chris, aka Miss USA, aka MPA, and attorney, yes. But yeah, like this, you never really know what's going on with someone. That's why I say take people serious. You know what? I always stop myself and, get my little just reach out to someone. I don't know what time it is at. Just send over a quick text message or a phone call when we drop the drive. Just say, hey, I'm just checking on you. I'm just saying hello. Those things take versus day. Like today I reached out. We have um with Chelsea Chris. I just do that from time to time. Just say, hey, how are you doing? This is your, check in my little people heart. And keep it moving because you never know what someone goes going through. And sometimes people like, thank you, and that's when they are open to have a conversation like, girl, it's so here. And that's when they like, well, let's have a conversation real quick. So yeah, look out for your shoulder. Don't always say your shoulder got it together because people cry. They just may need to know someone to do it. That's all right. Sorry, I was. And Trey Mac, above his pay grade. Exactly. You gotta know when it's above our pay grade. For real. Country Mama is coming. Hey, Country Mama.
Hey, hey. I
Okay.
just popped in to tell you that the audio was off. It was kind of distorted. We couldn't hear you
Okay,
well.
Jada's saying the same thing. Can you hear me now?
I hear you fine. But I'm gonna head back to the audience.
Okay, thank you. Can y'all hear me now? Say yes. Is it still distorted? Someone says it's distorted. Yes, no. Can you guys hear me? Okay. See, the devil is a lie, okay? I'm just over this, okay? So let's just go back. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for letting me know. And thanks, Country Mama, for jumping in. Sometimes, I don't know, it just acts up sometimes. Country Mama thought it was her Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I would always, when a life says, I will always keep the relationship fresh. That way you won't run into any type of dirty issues as if the person is bound to cheat on you. I refreshed. Thank you. So I don't have my alerts. So I just heard something beeping and I just didn't look over there. So thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So again, yeah, I just want to end tonight with what I just said. So like the comments have slowed down. Yeah, so just remember to check on your strong friends. Just remember to go back and make sure they're good. And even if they may not be your strong friend, just make sure you're checking on folks and just taking people seriously when they tell you they're going through something. I always say this, all the time. Just make sure, you're looking out or you're listening and you're being observant. If you see that, your friend is not doing the same things they're used to do, or, they're telling you they're stressed, believe it. Because it was a time that I've told people that I was stressed and they thought I was joking. And I wasn't suicidal, but they just wasn't like taking me serious. Like, girl, whatever, girl. So you'd be like, okay, but I'm serious. I'm telling you, like, one more thing is gonna make me like, check out on you or whatever. And what I mean by that, I always, explain like, that depression is not a joke. And when you get stressed and when you have those times and you don't know how to cope, that it's hard. So like I said, thank God for counseling, but you want to be you want to just make sure that, everyone doesn't go to counseling right away. And again, I was just sidetracked because I was looking at Country Mama's comment. So yeah, just make sure that, you're there for people. Because again, everybody doesn't, go to counseling right away. And you may be that bridge. Because again, if you don't know those coping mechanisms, you don't know your triggers, you may, fall into, suicidal or other things. So again, let's go ahead and head out. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. And I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but come back tomorrow. Yeah, I got some good news for y'all before I leave. So guess who's coming? Guess who's coming? Guess who coming tomorrow? Y'all want to hear from Zeke? Y'all better come back tomorrow, okay? So I'm gonna make sure my audio is together. We're gonna do the reenactment between Destiny from the book From Pain to Love. My heart belongs to him. So again, you still have time. Here come Jada. Hey Jada.
Hello, ma'am. No, we're not letting you get off that easy. Uh, I'm gonna need you to give us about 10 more minutes of your time. If you need another letter question, I can give you one.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, yes we are. Let me.
That other part that didn't work. Take that comment down off the screen. How is everybody doing today? Honey, I am working on my voice as well, Country Mama. Thank you guys for dropping in here today. Did you guys buy that book? We're already talking about who's coming in tomorrow. So hopefully you guys have the book called Kia.
From Pain to Love, My Heart Belongs to Him by yours truly, Kea Simone.
Yes, I love it better when she say it, right? She says it
Let me
so much
right.
better.
So let me tell you about that title. That title, I spoke that thing into existence before I even had a book. I literally put that title on my closet door. So I just kept looking at it. It was like, okay, from pain to love. I didn't have it from my heart belongs to him at first, but I had from pain to love. I knew that I wanted to write a book. And so when I wrote it, I was like, that's that.
Okay, so um I have a question for you. Give
Sure.
me 1 second. Go ahead. You can tell them about the surprise and make sure that they hit the like button. But listen, you guys, I have a question for her. I'm going to throw it her way. See what it is that she may think about it.
So, what she said, go, she gonna throw something at me, but I'm gonna tell you about the surprise. So we're gonna have Mr. Corey Black in the house. So all the ladies that was talking about Corey, I love you, I love you, I love you. This scene is going to be fire. You don't want to miss it because all Corey Black has to say is hello, and we just melt. Okay. So look forward to Mr. Corey Black coming in and reenact the scene of Destiny and Zeke. It's gonna be a hot one.
Yes, listen, y'all, if you have not heard his voice already, check back to some of her she has some other dramatic reads already in the video area, so make sure you guys check that out before tomorrow so that you are kept up on things. Hello there, Miss Creative. I'm trying to get this question. I hope I didn't delete it.
Oh, I'm scared of Jada's questions, y'all.
Look, okay. I can't even tell you how many different questions I get, and I have to start getting to them when I do the come through Jada LaRue's. But
So while we're waiting for Jada to Trey Max question, yes, he's gonna be in silhouette again because I don't want no, not like how he was on Little Black Book, but I am gonna hide us. So just in case there's new people viewing, I don't want people to see us. I want them to imagine what Zeke looks like and what Destiny looks like and just reenact the whole scene. We're gonna reenact and just so you can visualize. So you could just be like, oh, I could see them, doing this. I could see this. So we want you to be able to imagine, what's going on.
so basically, what you're saying is that I don't get to see his face again. Lord
You're gonna
have
see it at
mercy.
the end, but we want y'all to be over there like, oh, because that's how I was
Listen,
like, it's my turn.
he is something else. Okay, but okay. So here is the question. Now it was titled, "Help me get my man back, please."
Mm,
Oh wait, it acts like okay. So I was in a 2-year relationship when my ex and I broke up. And while broken up, she started to talking to someone else at some point, and the ex and her decided to try to work things out. So she broke it off with the other guy that she was dating, and she knew immediately that she had made a huge mistake. Now her ex and her um have already broken up, and it's been 8 months now, and she wants to know. Oh, she says she knows that she's not going back to that relationship. She tried texting the other guy, but was told that she had the wrong number. So that means she has no contact for him. But she did say that she has his address. She thinks. So she said she used to date. She said she used to date him, and when she did, that was the house that she remembers going to. So she wanted to know, would it be weird for her to send him a Father's Day card or an I'm thinking about you card? Um, because she doesn't want him to freak out, and she's asking us to give enough time for her to muster up the courage to do one or the other. She says she really think he could be the one, and it's been almost a year now, and she still thinks about him all the time. What should she do, Kia Simone?
okay, both of them are ex for a reason. Girl, move on. Why are you mailing somebody? Yeah, that would creep me out if somebody mailed me a birthday card or anything like that. You know, why did you guys break up? So sometimes when we as ladies get lonely, we revisit the past. And your girl over here, I've done that before, where you be start playing back in your head was like, I remember John.
Mm.
Oh, I remember those memories, but those you only remember the good stuff. So sometimes I tell people, play a game of what went wrong or all the bad stuff about the person, so you can stay away. So sometimes when I had those feelings that I want to go back, or I wonder what they're doing, I first remember they're ex for a reason. We broke up for a reason, and what was
Mhm.
some of the reasons why we broke up, before trying to revisit something that should be just dead and gone. Sometimes it do work out when you revisit something, but usually it fails after a while, because you guys should have never rekindled. That's my opinion.
Mm. Mm. I ain't gonna give my opinion.
You telling her to write the letter and show up at her negligee. You ain't gonna Jada wouldn't even write the letter. The little bit I know about Jada would be showing up with her trench coat on at the door.
Girl,
Like, I don't care if you got
at the
one
door.
chance. But as
Listen.
far as a safe relationship, I just think that it's a reason why y'all broke up. And a lot of times, anybody that I've rekindled with, it end because soon after being together for a minute, we realized that it was not meant to be. Like, oh dang, he's
Well,
still
see,
doing that.
here's the thing though, Kea Simone. She she was with her man, broke up with him because she was dating with this other guy, left the guy she was dating to go back to her ex. Now her and her ex ain't together, and she tried to get back with the guy that she turned down to get back with her ex. So for me,
Why would I want to be your second choice? So they
and
broke
that's
up
why
for
you
a
gotta
reason.
that's why you
She
gotta show up to the door with a trench coat on.
no,
And then make sure that in the morning you're cooking breakfast and has his slippers somewhere by the door.
where is
Look.
Trey Mack in the comments to think like a man? So I think we had on lock in there, because men don't forget. They had these little egos, so they be okay. He might be like turned on for a minute, but then if he know like even any bit of like why she broke up, she went back with the eggs, or he heard through the grapevine, he gonna still have that. Like, not saying that he gonna hit, but he gonna be still thinking like, dang, I was second. Men are different.
Girl, you might not even know the reason why she stepped back.
Mm, I'm just saying.
How many of us tell the guy that we kicking it with that we, dropping them for an
Or
ex? How
Max
many of us
speaking
do
for
that?
a man, he said, "Ain't no card gonna help her. Put on your big girl drawers and call that man talk." Oh, he said, "Call." Okay, so you would hear what she's saying, Trey Mack. Okay, only
Well,
if
wait,
you.
wait, she can't call because the phone number does not work anymore, and it's possible he blocked her. But
Trey Mack said, "Yeah, you can show up with that trench coat." He said, "Trench coat door knocks are fire, though." I mean, yeah, she can go and
hmm,
pretend like she's the DoorDash at the wrong address or something. I don't know. And then if he, open it, she could be like, if a woman answered it, she know, I'm sorry, I got the wrong address. But
I want
yeah,
to know why she trying to wait until Father's Day. I was thinking like Father's Day, sis. That is like what, 5 months away? Why would she
yeah,
do
I'm
that?
just saying, if I
She
broke
trying to
up,
get her body worked out or what?
but see, what I'm saying is, I've done that before. Broke up with somebody to get back with somebody else. And then when it didn't work out with the person I broke up with, then you be like, that's when you be at home lonely or whatever, your feelings. Be like, well, I wonder what so and so. It just don't work. It haven't worked for me. I'm just saying, like, I've done that before, where you just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go and slide over here because it's more comfortable with this person, but then you got this other person still in the bushes. It just don't
Listen,
work.
I tell y'all what, to be honest, if it was really me given in the situation, I would not even think to go back to the guy that I did not want to work it out with rather than go back to my ex who wasn't doing right in the first place. See, if I had to choose between them two and I chose the ex that already wasn't, making my days feel awesome, then that means that the other guy wasn't worth giving extra effort to.
Exactly. So the guy
So,
that I chose in my scenario, he had too many kids for me, basically. And it was
uh,
just like, I'm not, as I was getting older, I was like, okay, I ain't trying to play stepmama, or eventually it's gonna be where I may have to be involved. So it was some other stuff too that he had going on. And so like when I sat there, I did actually a pros and cons. I might do it in my mind, but I was like, okay, what do this one have? What do this one have? So the ex outweighed the new guy. So that's how I ended up choosing the ex. And I had help from one of my male cousins that knew both of them. And he was like, yeah, the other one. So again, it was just like trying to revisit that when I was lonely. I was like, nah. So Miss Creator said, ain't that the truth, Kia? Keep the trash away and let the garbage people pick it up and dispose it. Team no desperation. So I don't know, like I said, you look for like I said, just a sexy moment to see. Because I'm sure, Jada, it's been years. I bet you if I called the guy that I left in the dust, he would still talk to me.
They sure would.
And I don't even have to show up back in a trench coat.
That's right.
Social media.
But I would most likely show up in a trench coat though. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go hard or I'm gonna go home. Okay, I'm not gonna wait till Father's Day to be sending no card in the mail. Now, what if that ain't even his place? What if he got a whole wife now? Or I guess 8 months. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm thinking it's a reason why she didn't pick him. If he was so awesome, she would have stayed. Like, the ex was like, dang, you played me. The other guy that I was, that was on my back burner, but he was never my first option. So he knew that he was never my first choice. You was fun and cool. Like, I got mad love for you, but you was never going to be my first choice.
I used you till I got done with my break from my ex. That's what happened.
So,
fellas, be careful with that.
Hint. Okay, actually, this scenario actually relates so much. I'm gonna give y'all a little hint. Get the book From Pain to Love. I told you guys it's a lot of stuff that is loosely based on or kind of idea draw from real life. So when y'all say y'all love Zeke so much,
wait, did you say you did drugs in real life?
No, that y'all enjoy so much. I ain't never did no drugs, girl. I can't even function regular. So
on YouTube.
So, let me get my words right. So I was talking like this. So let me take my hand out of my mouth so y'all won't think Kia used drugs. No, I do not use drugs. I've never used drugs. But hint, if you guys go get my book and read the chapters with Zeke and David, it was a similar situation. Everybody loves Zeke. I love Zeke. When I wrote it, I made him so awesome. But it was always something about Zeke that just did not click with me, and he was always number 2. People, even my editor was like, I just want Zeke to come back. I want Zeke this. Everybody is team Zeke. So read the book From Pain to Love. It's funny that Jada said that. So I was like, let me just tell y'all, there was a Zeke in my life. Or similar. Very inspired.
Well.
Yes, y'all got some tea.
So there we go. There was an exclusive right here on Kea Simone's YouTube.
Yes,
so, are you ready for one more question?
Hold on, we gotta finish these Trey Max. So Trey Max said he still wants breakfast with the cheesy grits.
I eat sugar in my grits.
I'm tired of Trey making them perfect grits. Okay, now Country Mama said she can get him some grits, but I don't cook grits, Trey Mac. The Miss Creator said them on and off relationships are trash. Exactly, because again, Zeke will take me back right now. I'm telling y'all. And Trey Mac, yes, he will. Girl, his baby mama called me one time off of Facebook. She was like, "Why is he liking all your pictures?" I was like, "Girl, I don't want him." Trey Mac 26, where your address? I'm mailing you some cheese grits. Aw.
That country mama, boy, I tell you, she be racking them up.
Looking dumb. The Miss Creator said a hearty amen on that. On and off should just be off and about 99% of the time. Because again, they don't work for me. He said bet. Absolutely been there, done that, got a gold medal, never again. Exactly. They just don't work. That don't even sound like a Jada situation. No, it's not Jada. She be trying to help the people, but Jada be trying to, have everybody out here with a trench coat on. I'm not about to show up. Y'all need to stop looking down on the Dantes out here unless he's a Flavor Flav. Trey Mac, his situation was different. I'll explain that on the story time, but his stuff was a lot. It wasn't no Dante's situation. His baby mamas was like off the chain. Not Flavor Flav. The Miss Creative laugh out loud, not the goal. Future, I do. Unfortunately, I'm just trying to make sure I read it right. It was sex, y'all. Other guy hit that bottle. Ooh. Mm.
It was the sex, y'all. The other guy hit that bottom.
Yeah, Zeke did have some good, but
Here we go.
okay. So, Trey Mack said he's the kicker kid. It could have been her, and now she's regretting her past. Yeah, yeah. Kia, you had baby powder on your nose. No, I did not. I listen. I'm sorry, y'all.
Playing in the baby powder. No.
Okay, so go ahead, Jada, with the second letter.
Okay, so before I do this letter, do you mind if I make this announcement just for anybody who does not know concerning Ahmaud Arbery?
You can go ahead.
Okay, so real quick, for those who were disgusted and annoyed today about the request of Greg and Travis McMichael to be able to serve in a prison of their choice, the judge has accepted earlier today. See, I was asleep, so I don't know who else knows. But the judge did accept today the guilty plea for the hate crimes, yet he rejected the federal request that they serve it where they want to. The judge is honoring the request of the family and they are so grateful that this is the scenario. So, are you guys ready for the question?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to switch up the name. Dear Kia Simone, should I ask him out? So, there's this guy that I work with. We work in the same building, whereas we're college students. I thought he was really cute, but I was really shy and didn't know how to talk to men. He approached me first. We would talk every now and I managed to get his SC, but he's a dry texter. So we only
What's
hung
SC?
out. You say who?
What's SC?
I'm going to guess that SC is Snapchat.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
No problem. We only hang out one on one. We only hung out one on one twice. But I noticed that he's always around when I work. Sometimes he sit and talk, other times he just linger around the area. I noticed that we have a lot in common, same political views, same interests. He's a Muslim, but isn't very conservative in his religion. It's getting colder now, but when lockdown, hold on,
See,
oh,
these letters
it's
be hard.
getting, yeah, it's getting completely cold now. And being that the state is thinking about going halfway on lockdown, I want to man up you want to man up? Okay, she said, I want to man up and ask him on a date. What should I do?
First of all, I'm not asking no man for a date, okay? Because I'm not about to start that. That you. I'm trying to lead. First of all, I'm trying to be a woman, okay? I want to. I want to just be in my essence of a lady. I've been manning up. Well, that's why she's saying man up because she's doing too much. She got that masculine
Right there.
energy. Crystal and that always talk about masculine energy. So again, I'm not about to ask you out because then next you know you're gonna be wanting me to go 50-50 or 20-80 and I'm the 80. I know. I'm not like I said, men, why do men feel like they want to be chased? I understand that she might come off like it's sex, like, oh, I'm just let you know I want you. But to me, it's just setting a stage for something that she don't want. Now, if you're just trying to like go out and have fun, yeah, you can ask a guy out. But if you're dating with purpose, I'm not about to set it up that way. If you like me, men will let you know if they like you. And again, Jada, you know how you said you'll be blinking with at it, you give him eye contact. You can let a man know you interested, but if he don't take, do the next steps, I'm straight.
I agree. I would not ask. Just the mere fact that you felt you had to man up, just the mere fact that you only got his Snapchat.
Look at her keywords,
So,
man up. Why is she putting that masculine energy in her letter? Because you was confused when you was reading it. That's why you read it. You had to read it
girl,
again. You was like, hold on, I thought I read a letter from a lady. That's why
yeah,
I be
I
reading
did.
letters.
I looked like, oh no, this is a woman. Okay. Because I had to look at the picture like, no, okay, this is a woman. So,
No,
man up. Like, wait a minute, what's going on
yes,
here?
I'm not
But
doing
again, she
20-80.
said she managed to get his Snapchat. And when she texts him, he's a dry texter. But he hangs out with her at the job.
Because
They've
he
only
don't
hung
want to
out
hang out with her.
once. Thank you.
At
That's where
work,
I'm getting
you're
to.
bored.
So do
Okay.
not ask. Don't embarrass yourself, sis. If he wanted to date you after all of that, talking to you all the time at work, barely hanging with you outside the job, that means you are the job convenience.
Yes. So it
He
was a
probably
guy.
got a whole woman.
Exactly. It was a guy that I used to sit by at work. And he was my work almost girlfriend because we would sit there and crack jokes all day. So, okay.
Yes.
But once the pandemic hit, we don't talk no more because there's no need. Like it was never like, nothing popping. So again, work is different. Sometimes you just find who you just kick it with the people who you sit next to or you work with. So he's not interested because again, a man will let you know what he wants. That's why when people be like, "Oh well, I'm giving him time." No, a man is not. He don't want to lose what he really want. A man is going to go after, shot or not. He's gonna figure out a way to let you know he wants you. So since when you use the word man up, you messed up right there. And now you want to go ask again. She gonna end up in a situation where she again doing 20/80 or 50/50.
Girl.
And I'm trying to be a female. Listen, I'm trying to be, our lady over here next relationship. I ain't got time to be trying to, you know, man up in a
Okay.
relationship. I'm not I can't do that. I want to be a lady. Oh,
You look
listen.
up, he might like to dip it low, pick it up slow with the boys. You never know. But don't you ask.
Exactly.
Don't make that man feel obligated to have to go on a date with you because he cool with you on the job. Don't
Yeah,
do
because
it.
like I said, a lot of people are cool on the job. It's a lot of guys, but when we not at work, we don't be at home texting, like I said. And even the same people, they'll like if I put a cute picture on my Facebook or Instagram, they'll put the fire signs, but I don't be reading too much into it because again, if you was really trying to holler, you would have hollered by now. So I don't take you
Right.
serious. And she
I'll
better go
pass on
see,
that.
to the left, to the left. That's what it is. Like, girl,
Mhm.
because I'm just interested that that word man up just really keep just Jada.
Mm.
Yes. So let me give you the email because Country Mama, she was looking for the email. So let me give you my
Oh,
email, Country Mama, because I didn't. Let me see, change this down. So we'll still discuss it while I'm trying to pull the email address up, Country Mama. But
okay.
yeah, she doing too much, Jada. She like see women be trying to take care of men, and then they be
Mm.
crying. He like how you got a boo and you a low rent house, and he come move in and he still can't help you out. I be confused. Like how
Right.
you can get you out of there,
Like the desperate nature of it all. First of all, girl, read the room. Read the room. Reading the room will tell you everything.
or where he need to always use your car. He's in a bad situation. It's just that I
I always
ladies,
gotta use my car.
girl, women will, like I
Mm.
said, that's that desperation. They come in, like you said, that's how you end up in those 20/80s, or not even, maybe you might even be 100, you the lady. But that's my man. He's getting it together. Listen,
Listen, I let a man do my car. I let a man drive my car one time. And I expected it actually to be maybe three or four more times, right? But I let him drive my car one time. Why? His car got towed in front of my house, okay?
mm-hmm,
Listen, in the neyborhood that I was living in, you can't drive a certain type of car and park it nowhere because my neighbor's gonna be looking like, who little raggedy car is this? Who little cheap vehicle is it? That was the neighborhood I was living in, child.
mm-hmm.
They they had his car towed, especially in front of my house because or technically it was towed partially in front of my house. Nonetheless,
Mm-hmm.
um, they had it towed because they assumed somebody left their car overnight. They
Okay.
like it. They didn't even ask me because they know I don't have no men friends coming around like that. But they saw that car. It got towed. We found out why it got towed, and I was like, "Oh wow, I'm so sorry." And he like, "I gotta go to work." Yada yada yada. So I let him use my car. And when he got off work the next day, he was like, I don't want to borrow your car no more. I just need you to take me to go and get my car. I'm like, the toll for your car is clearly like $700. And I'm thinking, like, I can tell by your car you ain't got $700. So I was just kind of like, okay, all right. Shame on me, right? I was like, I could tell. But I understood it was because he had divorced his wife, so he had 4 kids he was paying child support for with her.
Okay.
So I understood. He is trying his best, right? So I'm like, um, he like, you think it's gonna be that high? Yes, it is. You're in the wrong area to be having this bad boy parked over here. So nonetheless, we go, they tell him it's gonna be like 650. And he was like, how did you know it was gonna be that much? I was like, you didn't have insurance, did you? Yeah, that's why I figured. So no insurance plus parked out there. And so I
Well,
kind
then
of
why
like
you
told
didn't
them,
tell him when he pulled up that he shouldn't be parking there?
park there. It was just my neighbors. That's what I was about to say. I expressed it to the told people that it was in front of my house. So I was okay with it. But I knew it was going to be a problem for him because I knew he wasn't going to have insurance. See, in tow, you got to have insurance in order to get your car back out. It don't matter what they told you for. You got to have insurance. So we sitting up there, we're talking, and I get the little tow people to understand what was going on, and I'm like, okay, so I guess he'll be good or whatever. He borrowed $200 from me. He paid it back in like 3 days when he got his check. And how did we get on this? Wait, what was it? Oh, because I let him use my car, and I was just like, I hope he never has to use my car again because just with him having my car one day, even though I knew he was going to work, it bothered me. You hear me? And that's why I had to talk myself into saying like it's probably gonna be 4 more days, 4 more days. But girl, when I say I told somebody why I couldn't pick them up because the guy that I was with had my car, I had all sorts of phone calls. You hear me? Friends don't let friends date down. Oh, they called each other. They called me like it was an intervention.
And that's why sometimes you can't tell your friends everything. Like I said, that was just like, one time off and you already made up in your mind, probably like it's not going to go nowhere. He was freshly divorced. And he probably was like, oh, bruh, you got to get yourself together. But
I ain't
yeah,
even gonna lie to y'all. I dated him for almost a whole nother year. Or not whole nother year, but a whole year on top of I think we were dating 4 months at that point.
I guess
So I
we
dated him
were
for a
like
whole
shit.
nother year. And he did pretty good. I mean, he was working at the casino. He was doing different stuff. Um, so he did pretty good for himself. It's just that check was pulled all out by child support, and that's
But that's
what
what
made
I
me
meant,
say
Trey Mack. So not to
that's
sound
what.
like what I said, son, if you got kids it's older, but Trey Mack was like, nah, y'all gonna stop dismissing guys with babies. No, the guy that I was talking about, he had young kids and you had too much going on. And then the mother of the children, the mother of the children they were kind of wacko, and I don't have time for that. So it was just like, you know
Mm.
what? It ain't that serious. The D ain't that good. So I can do without. So
Oh yeah, the
that
D ain't
went
never
away.
that good to me.
Exactly. I don't need that type of drama. You
It
know,
ain't good enough for me to be crazy. Mm-mm.
no, they were, it was just an issue. So I was like, listen, I don't need that in my life. So Miss Creative said he already has a lady. And sometimes guys will feel you out. So Trey Mack also said that he is a dry text or maybe she born. So guys will feel you out too.
Mm.
So the guy that I was telling you about this was the
Hold
guy.
on, wait, real quick. He said, "You got my Snapchat. Don't you know how I go down on the Snapchat? I'm dry because you ain't sending me nothing."
So what did he want, a nude picture or something to disappear? Because I don't have Snapchat. So Snapchat disappeared. So that's not like what the Miss Creator said. He got a lady.
Mm,
Like
mm,
guys feel you out to see what you down for. So it was this guy, like I said, he was the office flirt. He was a lot of his situations seemed very inappropriate, and you got a whole wife. And I used to just be sitting back. So when he started working with me on a project, I think he was trying to feel me out to see how I was cut. But I let him know real quick, like I cost a lot of money, like boo, even though I wasn't gonna mess with him anyway, because I don't do married men. But I was just like, yeah, I'm real expensive, some not like just directly to him, but the conversations I would have he knew like
mm.
she ain't the one. But some other
Right.
situation I would see, be like, why are they always in the corner together? Why are they always going to lunch? That's beyond, co-worker to co-worker, colleague to colleague. But I'm about my
Mm.
business. But yeah, Trey Mack says he's not a dry texter. He just thinks she's a little boring. But it's Trey Mack again. Why Snapchat? Why they in Snapchat?
I'm wondering if she found him on Snapchat through somebody else, or did she look his name up and she was able to find him on
Then
Snapchat?
he said like, "Don't you got my Snapchat? You know how I go down." So it looked like he was okay with it. Like, okay, this is how you gonna contact me.
I mean, okay, so the way that she said it is that she was able to get his Snapchat. She didn't say if he gave it to her or if, she found out about it or some sort of way. But nonetheless, he probably was dry because you hit him on Snap and you didn't snap. So,
You know, they don't be talking about they wives and girlfriends. Like I know men that we at work don't have a picture, and then don't be having their rings on, be working the whole shift. Girl, don't get me started. You be like, he got a wife and some
hey.
kids.
Mm,
So I think, like I said, he filtered out. Maybe he just not interested because even if he did have a lady and wanted to cheat, he would have, like I said, could be he swing the other way. He's not interested, but I think we got to do better as ladies and stop trying to push ourselves off on women. I mean, our men, because what happens is now if he, let's say he hit it, then she gonna be writing another letter crying, telling my son, I don't believe he just, used me for sex. But girl, you threw it at him. He never wanted to talk
yes.
to you.
Yes, you are just throwing it at him to where now you feel like you got to man up. I was thrown. Like, what? Man up. Okay.
And just remember, y'all send letters. The letters are anonymous. We never put names in the letters, okay? So the letters are anonymous.
Yes. And thank you, Miss Creative. Yeah, I was trying to be nice. And
But he don't
uh
sound Medusa. It don't sound like he messing with her. It sounds like she messing with him.
right.
And it's like if he bored, he might entertain her for a minute just in case. But again, she gonna end up crying because he gonna end up like maybe if he do hit it, she gonna be mad because she want more and he's not interested. A guy will let you know. Like whether it's bringing, he notices you drink coffee, you pick up what your colleagues do. So if I go to Starbucks every day, he know if he really wanted her, like dudes know what I had a dude go buy me hair, okay, Jada. He figured out what hair I do.
And
He was like, let me save you time. I know you gotta go down there on Jefferson to get your hair. This, I got this, and had the right hair. Okay?
mm,
Boo, you got points. What? You got the right. Sorry. So
and
if a guy wants you, he's gonna show. So that's what I'm saying. They watch you. So if he was watching her at work, he could have did some small gesture. Might not be here, but he would have let her know. They gonna let you know some way that they're interested, and he's not interested. There's no amount of shyness. She doing too much.
I'm gonna agree.
Thank you. We agree on something because Jada was showing up on the last letter in a trench coat.
Girl, yes.
Like
Okay.
I said,
Trench
either he's
coated
feeling
up.
type of way, or he's not interested, or he just trying to see.
Hold on, wait.
Okay. So
Girl,
Crystal,
wait a minute.
okay.
I thought this was the daddy's account, and I guess I done clicked the alert, and it's the son's account. Girl, look, me and my daughter get the same alerts, or allow me to say it this way. I monitor my daughter's activity on social media. So when it is certain people, I'm not bothered. If it's new people, then I have to check and see. But this exact moment, I thought I was clicking on to my alert for my account to check out the daddy, and they got like the same name almost. But I click and they go to her account, and I'm looking at the son driving in the car. I don't want to see that. I came looking for the daddy.
Y'all, we're gonna have a whole nother conversation about what Jada just said, checking your kids' accounts. Because like I said, people need to know what their kids doing. So Crystal Lynette
Absolutely.
said it's very interesting. A guy is shy yet. Yeah, but a shy guy, even a shy guy let me know he wanted to holler. Like it's small gestures. Like I had like guys that worked and did all my work, Jada. I had a guy that did like he would do all my work. I'm like, what? He was, but I was like,
Right.
bruh, thank you. Thank you. And I had to give him a chance because he was like taking loads off of my, plate. So yes. So if that's shy, they gonna still figure out a way, Crystal. Shy guys not open their mouth when it's something they want.
Mm.
And yes, it may be they scared of being rejected. And I come to realize, yes, but that there's more to this story. Yeah. I think she just throwing herself at the man. Country mama said boil a pot because I'm telling you, at future people I know got me smoking invisible cigarettes.
Girl.
Y'all lucky country mama voice is a little, messed up today because she would have been on here fussing, okay? She said not invisible. She over there smoking invisible cigarettes. Cause this lady, if you and ladies that be lying most of the time, I'm gonna say lying because ladies most of the time get in their feelings and they be like, oh, I just want to have a sexual relationship. Those don't work. After a while,
Right.
why he's not asking me to be more? Because you came in there on a lie, like, oh, I can do friends with benefits. Girl, stop
Yep.
lying to yourself, okay? Because as soon as he
So
finds somebody you
lame.
really like and he's showing her the interest that you wanted, you're gonna be mad, and that's when you're gonna be pulling up outside the house, breaking windows.
That's why I laugh when guys be making posts like, um, we were just supposed to be friends with benefits or just supposed to been booty calling, and a year later we in a relationship still. Like what? And he be like, man, you can't get out of it once you do that because she think that y'all in a relationship. I be like,
Girl, we
boy.
did a whole topic on that on my men's panel, but yes,
Mm.
Miss Creator said, Jada, that was really thoughtful for you.
Yeah, I was
Um,
trying to be nice, child. And I know Trey Mack said the friends shouldn't be in, but it kind of slipped out. It was like we talking and they asked me or one person asked me to do something. And I was like, "Oh, I was like, I can't." I was like, "I don't even have my car." And she was like, "Girl, where your car at?" And I was like, "Well, I was like, oh boy got it because they told his car from." And then it was like, how
but
did I
Jada,
let that
I
slip
know
out?
there's certain friends that I can't tell. Even like it's just certain stuff, like even and it might not be about a man. It's just certain friends that be thinking they know it all about everything, and you be like, listen, I'm gonna make my decision how I'm about to make the decision, girl. Like I said, I get with not dating down or whatever, because I'm beyond that. So my friends ain't even gotta help me. I'll be like, listen, no.
Mm,
We gotta have a
girl,
whole
look,
conversation because maybe on CMK because my friend I didn't think I was picky and she told me the other day that I was picky when it come to me and she's like you be cutting them up. I'm like I do not, but that's
girl, no.
the story.
Wait, country mama, did I? No, 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 no. He was not sucking the toes, girl. I would have ran. I would have ran if he was sucking the toes. I just felt bad to find out that it was told because my neighbors called. Again, he had like a little. It was a little dust bucket car. But see, as long as he took me out to great places that I like to be at, he never gave me a tab. But after like 4 months, he did mention to me like he was like, I might as well add you up as a bill. I said, you didn't do that already? You need to make sure you set an allowance for me. I understand you got them kids, but you trying to date me, so you better set a budget. And then that's when I realized he didn't know how to budget. But nonetheless,
But I've had people
I
in my life,
appreciate them. Look, I want my friends to tell me, even if I don't agree, which, when I talk to them, they call me like it was an intervention on a three-way. Okay. I'm listening to like four women talk fast. And then I was like, no, I was like, listen, y'all, she didn't get the full details. I kind of just stopped when I realized I said it was told in front of my house. I realized I'm saying this out of my mouth so casually. Like this is something that y'all would hear me say. And they like, is this what you be doing? Don't what? No, y'all know me better. And so it was kind of like, well, why was this car towed? And what? So I did express it to them, and they were like, oh,
and
okay. So he's not that bad. I'm like,
well,
oh no, he's not
thank
that
you
bad.
for the cash app. So thank you.
You say
I
who?
no, I was
Oh,
telling whoever in the audience sent the cash app because I just seen it go off. So
I,
thank you for cash apps. But I'm with Trey Mack again. Like it's certain friends that they'll try to give advice on stuff that they haven't lived, and you be like, "Girl, gone." Like again, because I don't tell everybody all my business, or they don't know all the nitty gritties. Just like when I was going through my divorce, I don't tell. Like first of all, that's even though he irritated my soul. There are certain things that I kept private because again, I tell people if me and you friends, Jada, when we fall out, I'm not gonna tell your business because I'm mad at you or we fell out or we
like,
don't whatever. So with that being said, people didn't know all the details of what my friends like, well, you should do this and you should do this. You don't even have all the details, and I'm not gonna tell you all the details for what? I'm moving a
I
certain
agree.
way because of this situation, but you ain't never even been married. So how you trying to tell me what I should be doing? When I need your
I,
help, I ask you.
That's different. I like having accountability partners when it comes to dating. Do I tell them everything? No. Now we're talking about back when I was like 20 something.
Hmm.
So do I tell them everything back then? No. It just kind of slid out. And then I caught myself like, oh shit. Or excuse me, oh shoot, I already know what's about to happen. But it was okay because I felt loved. I felt like they were having my back and not letting me slip and slide where I could turn out to be one of them females that let a guy drive a car now that he driving it. You know how it's been.
Baby,
We see many women even right now got men
baby,
driving their car every day. So
Jada,
I was okay with it. I liked
Jada,
it.
sis. Okay, at this age, like I said, in our 20s, yeah, we need those accountability. You know, like I said, now kind of it's not so much because, like I said, I'm not buying a lot of stuff. My car been in the driveway so long, I had forgot what color the seats was. Okay, mine was so low. I don't care. You're not about to drive my car. My car can sit out in the garage all day, all night. Don't ask me for my car.
Yeah, I wasn't putting him in my garage, but
No, what I'm saying is people be like, "Well, your car just sitting there." Okay, it is. It sure is. It's been sitting there prior to the pandemic. I take it
I
out every
agree.
now and then, but it's my car.
Yes, yes.
My seats
But
are
it
fixed.
is. It's my car, and I did let them know, like, I was like, but if so, I was like, I appreciate y'all calling me, trying to make sure I had not slipped into depression. I am not turning
See,
into
like
one
I
of those.
said,
In my 30s, we don't even call each other like that because I think we live enough, we breathe enough. We don't really talk about
girl.
everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't do
And
that
then,
before, really.
like I
So,
said, I know when I'm, on some shady stuff, and like you said, not to tell your girls because some stuff you be like, okay, I know, like this is what it is, and I don't need your advice because I'm about to do it anyway.
oh
So
nah. I me and my friends, we don't we don't have those moments where we be like, ooh, can't tell them because they gonna look at me funny. No, we most likely if we feel like it's something that's a little different out of our natural state, we will call and talk to each other just to make sure we're thinking right because we don't want each other to make too bad of a decision. Let's say it that way, too bad of a decision. But if it's just some random stuff, like if I want to go and knock off some man real quick, and I probably shouldn't say that. I'm not talking about that type of knockout. I'm talking about like, jump in the bed with knockout. If I want to knock out a guy real quick, I can do that and not feel ashamed. And if I told my friends, they would not make me feel ashamed. So we don't have that type of thing, but definitely in the 20s, we were making sure each other was not holding the dust rag, okay?
So I'm
Doing
about to
it.
clown Trey Mack. He said my hands talk as much as I do. Yes, they do, Trey Mack. Absolutely. So I do. I noticed that I talk with my hands. Yes.
And Trey, you
So
would be right because she also talks with objects. When she was making that statement, like back when you were talking about her hands, I noticed that pen was like, you don't do that. I heard that pen tap, 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 tap. Either
I
that or her
sure
nails.
do. Yes,
One or the other. I was cracking up in my mind. Like
I
I'm happy
sure
you can't
do.
see my face today.
So your girl is animated. Yes, I am. So that's what people say about me. I'm animated. So I actually went to a play one time, and I wasn't even in the play. I was going with my friend, and he was in the play, and I was just so animated that I ended up in the play because the girl wouldn't do the scene right, and I didn't even do her
Wow.
part. It was like I'm not an actress, and I end up in a whole play.
Done stole the girl role, child. And yet, look, Crystal, no, I do not like the toe sucking. I will
We know,
pass on the
we
toe
know
sucking.
now. We know now. I was thinking about going to get a pedicure today, and I thought about you, but that's not why I didn't go. Yes, Miss
Yes.
Keela, the married men be real single. Yes, married with single intentions. My friend got a plate called "The Married with Single Intentions." Yes, they be walking around like they single, and you be like, you got a whole wife, girl. They be moving mad. Country Mama said her circle is go getters and know she's the caring one and refuse to have her heart broken. Trey Mack. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Hmm. But I be the
Yep.
sensible one. I'm really the sensible one in my group, Jada. So I be the one that be like, even though I'm real silly, I always analyze stuff, and I be the one that be like, okay, now why is this? Or why is that? So I'm the friend that really get everybody else together. So really, they don't be really helping me out.
Ah, okay.
I
Yeah,
love them, but they don't be. I love me some
we
Robin
are
Russ and the
big
rest
on
of
that
them.
together, okay?
Yeah, but I be the one that be with the where, the when, how, why you feel like that, what made you think that. I'm the extra
Mm.
friend.
Okay, got you, got you.
So even with my family, I be like, they be like, if you stop being a coach, I'm like, well, for a time I was, a coach at my job, and then now I'm like, okay, I do it outside. It's just funny. It's a habit. So I'm that person. So
Mm.
what else did they say? Future says a hot mess. Yes, that girl's a hot mess. Girl, stop. Don't like you. She looked his name up on Snapchat. Yep, she probably
That's
did.
what I was wondering. Like, I wonder if she figured it out. Did she get it from somebody else, or did he give it to her? Because I mean, why would he give you only the Snapchat when he could have gave you anything else? He could have gave your phone number. Child, get an email. Can you at least get the email? No, I ain't gonna say email.
But
Did you
you
get the
doing
Facebook?
too much. You initiating it or whatever. So that just show like she gonna. I'm telling you, you throwing it at him. I think what she
Yes.
said, throw it at him. Throw it at him, girl. Don't be mad if he drop it. So you throwing it at him. Now, if he take it, then you mad because again, I'm telling you, she wants more. So if he's not interested, he's not interested. You can't make a man be interested. You can give him the cookies. You can buy him everything. Be nice. If he don't want you, he don't want you. He'll
Yes,
take it.
honey.
I've seen men that will take your money, take your gifts, take your cookies, and still be like, we not together. We never gonna be together. Get it in your
Mm.
mind, ladies.
Girl,
Country
please.
mama, he said, "Oh, I get it. You still must be careful how much influence your friends and family have on your life." And I agree. Like I said, some of my friends and some of my families, they crazy. Like I got some family members and they older and they be talking crazy, Jade. I be like, that's why your situation messed
Mm-mm.
up. Keep that foolishness over there. And I had one person
Mm-mm.
ask me, "Well, who told you that?" When I told her my counselor, we discussed it. She was just like, because she had to shut up, and she was like, clutching her invisible pearl, girl. Because what you just said was real stupid. You got to have me all messed up in life, so we got to be careful who we listen to too. And them elders sometimes don't
That's
be.
true. That's true. All of that, okay? Be careful who you listen to and be careful of listening to them elders. Ugh.
Girl,
Sometimes, sometimes.
she be
There's
saying
some good ones and then there's some miserable ones that be wanting you to be just as miserable as they are.
Trey May said that fool bought me some hair. He did not play himself. He knew that I was going to get my hair done, so he was trying to save me time. And he was like, "If I go, I know she. I heard her say this is where she go because she posted it, and he knew. So that was a win-win. He helped me out.
Win and win, win.
He was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
she be rushing, so I'm gonna take this off her plate." That was a good
Oh my
gesture.
goodness, girl, is this how far back you are with the comments?
Yeah, you done dropped off, so you hear that, boo. I
Lord.
heard Jada still saw that you're back. Okay, so Crystal said if he sees her around this much and he hasn't asked her out, it sounds like he's being pleasant and letting him know she could be interested. He don't want her. That's all I
Mm-mm.
want. Men get attached. Why? I thought that was some woman stuff. Yeah, country mama. That's why I be low key chilling over here because they be loving some Kia. Let me come out with that red hair I had on.
Hey,
Let me come out with that red
hey.
hair, okay? Because I had a couple of
The
people
red
that
hairstyle. She meant to say red hairstyle.
the red hairstyle, the red curly one. They like the other one too, but that red curly wave, there was something about that. I was getting direct messages, baby.
Mm,
Uh,
I can believe that. It was looking good.
thank you. So some people that was acting like they don't be watching my page, they was in them DMs like, "Oh, now you talking to me? Where you come from?" So that means you've been watching with that red hair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay? So yeah, they be loving me
Hey,
some.
beyond the walls or beyond the four walls. Sorry.
Hey y'all. Hey, Beyond the Four Walls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. We want to know you here and we want to welcome you. This Miss Creative says, way back, I had friends with benefit, and next thing you know, he wanted to be in a relationship. Yeah, men be catching feelings.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me tell y'all about this guy. Oh goodness. Listen, I was with this guy and I did like him, but let me tell y'all a little secret. I'm one of them
So
people where
serious.
if I feel like you easy, I don't wanna date you no more. If I feel like you easy, I don't want you, right? So this guy was playing his like little hardest to get, and I wasn't really trying to press up on him, but he was always saying little stuff, and I thought it was cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm like, I think we can stop dating. I think we do better as friends. And he
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, okay. Next thing I noticed, he did a couple little tricks at the door that set me off, and I was excited and happy. And we went for round one, two, and three. I was surprised he was still there in the morning, mostly because I thought I was gonna be able to kick him out after the first time, but he didn't give me no leeway. I didn't get a chance to breathe or nothing. Okay, I mean, the orgasms was just going and flowing. And so when morning came, I woke up, I saw him there. I looked over at the clock, and I was like, "Don't you supposed to be at work?" He was like, "Look," he was like, "I ain't going to work." Like, what? You better get up and go to work. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He was like, man, he was like, I put in a whole job on you. I'm thinking like, yes, he did. He was like, but look, I don't want you sitting up there, acting like you falling in love with me and stuff. He was like, it was just a thing. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, great. Because as you remember, I did say, I think we should be friends. So that's okay. I was like, at least I got to experience such a great night. I looked up, he went to work and he was calling me throughout every break. So he got 2 breaks, then he had a lunch, and he did that every day for a while. And I just finally was like, "Would you like to date?" And he was like, "We already dating." I was like, "No, I mean more seriously." He was like, "We are dating more seriously. I don't know who you've been seeing, but it better only been me." I was like, he done told himself we was in a whole relationship.
See, I be scared of those ones who be aggressive at the beginning and want to call you every hour on an hour. Because the last one that did that to me, he ended up being a stalker. So I was like, baby, you.
I tell you what though, he is still like my best friend to this day.
Aw.
We talking about like my 20s and I'm 40.
Okay.
So he turned out that we dated for a while. We were in a serious relationship. And then I think I told y'all about the little guy who found out he had a kid. Did I tell y'all about that? He didn't
Mm-mm.
know, but he found out with me that he had a kid. So that kind of, but nonetheless, I was with him for a nice minute. I enjoyed him.
And that's
And
like I
then
said,
I
I'm
had to
glad
let
y'all
him
got
go.
you. I guess, listen, I done been like, traumatized, okay? Because, like I said, this one, like, one of you used to call me when we broke up, girl, he was sitting outside of my apartment. And I was like, I don't want to call the police on you, but you can't just sit outside on my on my
I know
porch.
that's right.
I can see the top of your head out the peephole. Like, okay, I don't want to call my brothers. I don't want to call Ray Ray and them. I'm trying to, give you a chance to get out your feelings. It's over. But yes, you
Listen,
just
I
want me to
I just
be
like the guy who be like, I just drove by your house. Like you just say, yeah, I just drove by your house on the way to work. Your job is nowhere near me.
that's creepy
You went
because
out your way to come this way.
my
Oh,
last
so
ex used to do that and be like, "Oh, well, I was just making sure you were safe." Well, if you thought wanted to make sure I was safe, you would have still been with me. So evidently, you just checked to see
oh,
if Ray Ray car is in the driveway. But I don't operate like
oh,
that, so nobody's not gonna come and just take their shoes off, and you ain't making my situation better.
oh.
So
I hear
you
that.
like no.
I feel like I want to call my little male best friend.
Oh, how sweet. So yes, future, I'm gonna continue being picky because, like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all again later on. I maybe another time tell y'all about the situation with my friend trying to hook me up with a guy, and I knew it wasn't he. He was not financially stable, and I knew that I wasn't into build a bear, and so it was just like I'm not. He may have been able to cover his bills, but I'm like, he not trying to, travel to work. I just knew it wasn't gonna work long term. So she called me picky because she's like, I'll never hook you up again. I've never asked you to hook me up. You chose to match make, and I was tired of you stressing me. um,
Mm, I got another question for you if you want to take another one.
okay, go ahead.
You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
So, we're going to switch the name up. Dear Kia Simone,
Okay.
me and my boyfriend were in a heated argument. He was ignoring me, so I started messing with his stuff. He got up, balled up his fist, and had it where he was going to swing at me in the
Mhm.
air. He told me to stop or he was going to hit me. The only thing that stopped him was his restraint. Afterwards, he apologized and told me he had no intentions of actually hitting me. He just wanted me to leave and stop messing up his stuff. So we broke up for 10 minutes. Still a red flag for me, but we never hit each other before, and none of us ever planned to. Or do we? Is this the foreshadow of an abusive man? I'd rather be single than anyone's punching bag, but I love him so much. What
Mm.
should I do? Should I leave or should I stay and ride it out?
Pay attention to the red flags. Because why would you say I'm going to hit you? That means that thought is there. So although he may not hit you or said he never planned to, that means it's there. Because I don't just go around and say I'm gonna hit somebody. Yeah, I do. Because I probably would drag somebody. So I mean, it's still there, and I'm trying to be deliberate. So when somebody say that, believe them. Okay. So with that being trying to be deliberate. So yeah, she should pay attention to that because again, usually it escalates and that's a test. So a lot of times when you have an abuser, because I have been in an abusive relationship, that it starts off with small things, and when you let those small things pass, or you just be like,
Mm,
"Oh, give him a pass. I'm gonna give him a pass," and then next you know, you getting dragged somewhere by your hair, and it just keeps escalating. So I understand you feel like it's love, but you can love your abuser also. So you don't want to get in a situation where you stay because you feel like it's love and he's keep telling you he's sorry or he's gonna do better. So I'm sorry, I'm real strong with that abuse. When people say, "Oh, I should hit you," or even when they say I should kill you. I had a guy before tell me that like I should kill you, girl. And the way he said it
mm.
was like cringing. And I was like, nope, taken. Let
Wow.
me ease on up out of here. Like how you don't do it real fast, but you're like, oh, okay. But the way he said it, I was like, okay.
Like, time to go.
Exactly. So
Time
yes.
to go. I know when an ex of mine, and I don't know if he really would have done it or not. I was unclear, but I was prepared because what happened is that I expressed to him about a long lost brother, right? And I was like, I hadn't really seen him in a while. And I was like, so I was like, I wish you could meet him because I would have loved for him to have been in our wedding. Now, mind you guys, this was the bisexual prostitute. I think I
Mhm.
might have told y'all about him. So um, I didn't know that's what he was before, just in case anybody doesn't know the story. But anyway, I told him about it, and miraculously, y'all, no lie, I hadn't talked to him in like 4 years.
Mhm.
Miraculously, he dropped by my house. I was like, oh my God, I was just talking about you earlier this morning. So we talking, we rekindling, he telling me what had happened, why he was having, issues. We have issues with our dad, right? So
Mhm.
it doesn't surprise me. But so this is what happened. The dude, the bisexual prostitute, called me on his lunch break. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, babe, I was like, my brother showed up at my house. I was like, what time do you think that you might make it home? Are you going to go to the gym or whatever? Because I would really like for you to meet him. He's going to be back over here later on today if you can make it. He said, is somebody at your house right now? I was like, yeah, my brother. And he was like, your brother, huh? So next thing I notice, he's talking, but he's very calm, but he ain't answering none of my questions. And then I hear the car radio and then it stops. I was like, oh, what you about to do, dude? Go get something for lunch? He was like, I tell you what I'm about to do. If somebody is at that house when I get there, he was like, I'm binking you and binking him too. I was like, oh, all right. So nonetheless, I'm thinking like if he's really coming, that means he left his job, right? Because he's on the lunch break. So I'm now nervous, but I'm thinking like maybe he joking. He might be joking and he went to go get himself something to eat for lunch, right? But I was like, let me not underestimate the moment. Okay. So I sit up there and I tell my brother, like, that I don't want you to be here just in case or whatever. And he's like, no, I can stay here. Now, mind y'all, this is my little brother. He's like several years under me. So I'm like, nah, nah, nah. I'm like, you just go. hey, if anything pop off, I know how to dial 911. So, he left or whatever. Bisexual prostitute shows up and he come running on up the stairs towards the room, cussing and fussing. So I'm laying down by the bookcase next to the stair and I slice him on the wrist as soon as he got up there. All of that rah, rah, rah went to like, me. You just got me. What you? I was like, I assumed you were coming to harm me. He was like, man, I was just playing with you. So while he dripping on the floor holding his wrist, I was like, I don't know if that was for real or not.
But you left your
But
job. You didn't just leave your
he
job to
left
be
his job.
You didn't leave your
Right.
job for play.
Thank you. But
So
then
don't
he was like, babe, he was like, check me. I ain't got nothing on me. And I'm like, hmm. I was like, but I still don't see him joking. I still don't see him joking by leaving his job to cut. He
and
still never had an
he had
excuse.
nothing on you. I've had a
Right.
guy literally almost choke the life out of me. Okay. And it wasn't no another guy around. So again, you could choke a female with your hand.
Exactly.
You could
With your
choke
bare
somebody.
hands.
Yeah, and you like I said,
That's
because
why I was crouched down and I slit that wrist. You're gonna have one good wrist if you try me.
but
So
when that situation happened, I was caught off guard because we having a conversation and like he done leaped across the couch. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. So
girl,
listen, but with those situations, we have to be careful. Until even he said play, I like
claim it
moving
was for play, but I don't see how you would play something like that and leave your job.
yeah, he was
I,
on
did,
some
I
other
didn't get
stuff.
that part, but I was like, when he come up here, he's gonna have one good wrist. That's all I know. One good wrist.
So I'm gonna
And I was happy he didn't call police. I was 21. I
okay.
was like, I'm so happy he didn't call police because I wouldn't have known how to explain slitting his wrist, and I don't have no defensive marks or nothing. And he's saying, I ain't got nothing on me. I don't know why she would have thought I would have really did that. See, I could have went to jail. So I'm very, very selective on when I have my rage or not.
And this is what I
Because
tell
that did make
people.
me nervous.
And I just told my cousin this the other day. I said, listen, as a lady, we can give a man a run for his money, but he's gonna win because he's a man. So he's gonna
Right.
unless you about to kill him, you about to stab him, or you about to shoot him. And I said, if it comes to that, you better make sure you kill him because if he get back up, you're still a goner. So I was like, this is something that you can't play with. So I'm gonna answer Trey Mack question. Ray, no, I don't date Ray. Actually, I'm single, Trey Mack. So there's no Ray because again, I'm very picky. That's why there's no Rays. I'm selective.
There
I'm
no
waiting.
Pookie and Ray Rays?
No. So I was don't make
Yes.
me call Ray. So Ray is my cousins or my brothers. You got that person that you can call and they know that you're not for play. And if you ever call, they know that you're serious. It's for real, for real. So a lot
Right.
of I
But I
see it.
do have a question though. I'm sorry.
What?
I was just about to say why. I wondered why. Um, she said he was ignoring her, so she went to messing with his stuff. Ladies, don't provoke a man. Lord Jesus, don't provoke people. Do
Yeah,
not provoke people.
but that's what it says. It's a toxic relationship because although you know that this person, he would lay hands or whatever, you do stuff that women we do when we're not in a healthy place mentally. We will aggravate a man, and that's why you have to learn how. Like women, I ain't trying to talk about reality show because I don't think you watched this show, but it was a lady that on national TV, she poked a man in his forehead. Girl, you don't poke nobody, provoke him. Why is you all up in his face? Do not get in a man's face. Leave that man alone because you don't want to be on the short end of the stick. So they said, why was she touching his stuff? Yes, she shouldn't have been touching his stuff, but don't say you would hit somebody, okay? You just
Right.
man up and be like Dante from Ready to Love and just eat your risotto. And then, separate yourself from the situation. So yeah, she shouldn't have been touching his stuff, but I'm scared because of what he said. That's just,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, she shouldn't have been touching his stuff. Um, she said she
Girl,
needs
get the
you.
hell up out of there. I got to make sure I share this to my page so that I can let people know that you were answering the questions.
Yeah, so I'm so like, I'm like I said, Jada. After that, like abuse, like I said, when I was praying to Jesus, like Lord, if you let me live, my mad because I couldn't talk because my head was crushing my windpipes. I was like, Lord, if you just let me live, I'll get my life right. So yeah, ladies,
Um,
don't ever underestimate. And the thing about him being abusive, guys, he wasn't abusive to me initially. He would be like, he was a street guy. So he would be aggressive in the street. So it kind of turned me on when it was like other people that he was aggressive to. But
mm,
and then I should have listened to his mama because she asked me one day, she said, have y'all ever got into it? And I thought it was a little strange. Like, no. Mm-mm.
mama trying to say something.
But she didn't. She just was like, have y'all ever? No. And I was just like, like, oh, because I'm just this nice little church girl, No. Girl, once we got together for real, baby. It was
Listen,
like,
I should have actually listened to myself. I let him go, and then he kind of just he kept saying, like, as time went by, I kept getting messages that I was not answering. But I kept getting messages like, I'm trying to tell you I wasn't gonna do nothing. It's easy for me to come on my break to see you if I wanted to. I just wanted to mess with you real quick and yada yada yada. And I was a bit foolish. That's probably what I get. I was a little foolish. I was like, okay, well, I'll consider it. I'll think about it. And then, after like 3 weeks of those different messages, I said, okay, I'll think about it. Let's try. Let's see. Maybe he was not. Maybe he was not. Maybe even if he was, that slit on the wrist make him double think that he won't try that no more. So again, 21 and slow. I
well, y'all
looked up and that was the one who turned out to be the bisexual prostitute.
bless his heart. That's why he got nerves to be controlling. Went on live, said,
Right.
where's her father? So even if there is a father present, men like that prey on women that have father issues. And if they don't have father issues, they will isolate you where you're not
Mm,
around your friends. You don't even realize that you've been isolated. How y'all think I got all this mouth and I be talking with my hands? I didn't even realize I had been isolated because this person was just like, it was like slow. It was a slow process. And next I don't have no friends coming over. I'm not going to family functions, but I'm saying, no, it ain't him. It's me. I don't want to be bothered, da da da. But I was slowly being isolated. So when stuff started happening, you don't go back and tell people because you already isolated yourself from these people. So that could be the case. Went on lock when you said, "Where's the father?" So then at that point you're embarrassed because you've isolated yourself from your
mm.
family because you're trying to be a ride or die. That's why I be like, y'all throw that term away. Ride or die? Mm-mm. No, 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 no.
Excuse me.
So, yeah, the mama did know. She know because we talk about it now. She knew he was crazy. Okay, so guys, we are out of here. Thank you, Jada. So, guys, I'm about
You
to make
are
a thumbnail
welcome.
for tomorrow. Make sure you guys come back again for that dramatic reading. It's 8:00 p.m.
Um,
Eastern with Corey. Just in case y'all forgot what my book looked like, let me take Jada and me out. I gave y'all some tea today. I told
okay,
y'all
wait, Kia. We could not hear you.
you couldn't. What the heck? Can you hear me now? Okay, forget it. Okay, y'all seen the book. Okay, I'm back because okay.
Yeah, it's good. Did you make it a background? Is that what it was?
That's why I said let me just go back on. So yeah, so
Okay.
guys, make sure that you get a copy. I'm working on audio. Yes. So make sure that you do that because again, you can follow along with anytime I have a dramatic reading. So if there's a man in the audience, went on lock, Trey Mack, if y'all want to be my David, now nobody likes David, but I need a David. So if y'all willing to be a David, anybody, ladies in the comments that you know a David is willing to reenact the scene with me, give him my information and he can call. Message me, okay? Until next time, peace. And again,
Bye.
make sure you guys remember to subscribe, like, and share on your way out if you have not done so.